Good morning, it's Bishop Walsh here, Wednesday, October 19th. And it's early morning. I just got off the phone with a radio interview with Patrick Shields, and we were talking about Proposition 3. It was a good conversation, and we're doing everything we can to talk about it. Again, educating and forming consciences about the too confusing and too extreme measure of this constitutional amendment, and our efforts to try to promote the dignity of the human person from the first moment of life at conception until natural death. Again, it's just part of the consistent teaching of the church and can be known by reason. We're doing everything we can to really highlight this right up until the day of the election, and I know there's people who are doing early voting as well. So every effort is being made. So many people. I was at a wonderful pro-life dinner the other day here in Gaylord, in addition to the one that I was at in Traverse City a few weeks ago. And there was a speaker there, I believe it's Ed Peltz, and he's been involved with trying to promote legislation at the state capitol in Lansing for 30 plus years. And he was lamenting that if Proposition 3 passes, basically his entire career is wiped out. Every effort that he made to make sure that at least there were some regulations or some oversight or some ways that can be helpful for parental consent and things like that that were built into law governing abortion. All of it would be wiped out. So there's so much at stake with this. It can't be overemphasized how important it is for us in the state of Michigan to be able to be aware of what we need to do to educate others about this. We're finding so many people aren't aware of just how extreme the measure is as a constitutional amendment, which is so hard to change. It's not like a legislation or a change of politicians would come in and make a difference. It would be enshrined. So I've been using the analogy, if you give the devil an inch, he takes a mile. And this is the devil trying to take a mile. So let's do everything we can, again, to be a shining moment for us on November 9th to be able to have defeated this proposal. A couple of collections that have been taken up recently I want to offer gratitude for. Last weekend, we took up a special collection for hurricane relief from Hurricane Ian down in Florida. I know many people have connections in Florida from our area, some snowbirds or others who just vacation or visit there. So we're grateful for any support that we'll be able to get from our diocese and send down there to contribute to the relief efforts from that massive hurricane that did so much damage. Also, I wanted to report on the St. John Vianney Fund for our seminarians. We had over $240,000 collected from that special collection back in August, and that again is so helpful to us when we are providing for the seminary formation of our 5 seminarians. Last night I was over in Alpena and had a wonderful occasion to be with the Knights of Columbus for a clergy appreciation dinner. I'll be in Clacking Creek tonight for another one of those. But last night the various Knights councils presented me with checks for our seminarians. So in addition to that, St. John Vianney Fund, we have the support of our Knights. That's a great witness and another sign of strength for our vocations team, doing our best to be able to provide for the future needs of the church and forming our seminarians to become priests that will serve in the Diocese of Gaylord. A couple of just random things that I'll be participating in. We have our Priest Retirement Fund Board meeting today, and I want to thank Father Hayden and Don Bartosh, and I know so many other people on that board have done really great work over the years to be able to build up that fund and be able to provide a sense of security for our retired priests who are way over, where many other dioceses are at in terms of the funding for that. So that brings a peace of mind for our priests when they retire, and I think that's a very helpful thing. And it certainly eases the burden of finances from our parishes to contribute to it, but it's from the generosity of a lot of priests who have left estates and things like that. So we're grateful for the way it's been managed over the years. I'm going to be meeting with some potential people who might be involved with the Knights of Malta. I know there are people who are involved with that in different parts of the state, And we're going to try to encourage the participation from some people that have been asked to consider it here in the Diocese of Gaylord. And I want to wish congratulations to the people of Henrietta, where they're going to be celebrating their 100th anniversary of the parish there coming up this weekend. I'll be at a Marian Conference Mass on Sunday. Looking forward to being there at, I think it's Treetops Resort, where they're celebrating a weekend conference and ending it with the celebration of the Mass, relying on our Blessed Mother for her intercession always. And lastly, next week I'll be in Milwaukee with a gathering of bishops there, and visiting our seminarian Jerry, who's at Hales Corners studying for the priesthood. So a lot of exciting things to look forward to. And again, thank you for checking in, and God bless.